Welcome to Healthy America. It is December 14th, 2022. We're going to cover vitamin C today. I know it's very popular in my circle. I'm sure a lot of people have used vitamin C at one point in time um, during their points of ailments, or if they've had, colds or flus or whatnot. Always ensure to speak with your healthcare practitioner and doctor before you try any supplement or any sort of mineral or vitamin. Vitamin C seems to be quite powerful. I've been taking it now for many years. Um, the benefits I've found, most definitely, it helps me bounce back in the event I've had, let's say the flu or cold. I've also noticed from workouts, it's helped me feel much better if I've strained myself in the gym. Just to see perhaps maybe what some of the more professional organizations are talking about with respect to vitamin C. I think it's important for most people to look at. The Mayo Clinic, again, they seem to be one of the authorities on the internet, and their opinion on vitamin C being an antioxidant that helps protect your cells, breaks down food, exposed to tobacco smoke. Hopefully, you're not being exposed to tobacco smoke. Free radicals, heart disease. Well, I guess, yes, this is their scientific or opinion findings or whatnot, but oh, yes, here we are, the evidence. Eating a rich diet, fruits and vegetables, common cold, eye diseases. I wasn't aware of the eye disease component, but I know about the portion of taking vitamin C supplements in the event you do have a cold. It really will help your body fight off any of the bacteria or, I'm not certain, but I'm assuming viral infection, maybe to some degree, will definitely, vitamin C will help your immune system kick in to high gear. Safety and side effects. Just one thing about vitamin C that I think is really important is I think the RDA, which generally stands for recommended daily allowance, is, in my opinion, and I think of many people I've spoken to, it seems to be a bit low. And listening to a lot of people speak about vitamin C in the medical community from my own personal perspective is they say dosage is everything. You have to be able to take the right amount for you. So, I think, what they're talking here is just essentially, oral vitamin C. And I think you can take vitamin C through intravenous, oral, tablets, or powders, and also through diet. I just don't think we get enough through our diet. I don't know if it's possible, given the depletion in the minerals and vitamins in the soil. I think maybe it might make sense to supplement. Going back to my point about supplementation and the dosage, there is something known as the bowel tolerance component of vitamin C, which we'll get to, that ensures that you're getting the optimum amount and effectively making use of vitamin C at your upper limit. And the bowel tolerance tells you, what the amount is. So based upon how much you take in, and then when you have that bowel movement, then effectively means that you've hit your maximum. But again, that has to do more with a certain vitamin C that I've come across, which is not ascorbic acid. It is more or less a vitamin C called, I believe it is sodium ascorbate, which is vitamin C. Ascorbate vitamin C benefits. So ascorbate is a form of vitamin C that has sodium components that helps lower its acidity levels, which is, I think, quite good. I'm not a medical professional, but from what I've read, the ester C or the regular C that you get that's not sodium ascorbate is maybe acidic and can result in some issues, maybe along the lines of kidney stones. You'll have to definitely speak with your healthcare practitioner if this is something you're going to take. But sodium ascorbate seems to not have that issue. I think one of the reasons maybe is because it's buffered. And apparently, it's buffered to be at the pH level of what our body is at. Um, so, you can take therefore more as opposed to, let's say, any other form of vitamin C because, um, the risk isn't there of it causing some sort of issues where acidity is concerned. So sodium ascorbate is where I believe is one of the ones that they use that is great for determining the bowel tolerance. And I personally have taken it in powder form. And what I found is I'll get to a certain dosage where you feel the rumbling, and then I know that's pretty much it. And then I mark that as my upper limit. And then generally, if I have to take sodium ascorbate on a regular basis, I try to do maybe about 80% of that maximum amount that resulted in the sort of bowel intolerance. So yeah, I think it's individual for it's an individual thing for everybody. So you'd have to experiment on your own and ensure that your doctor or healthcare practitioner is aware of what you're doing and see what the benefits are for you. My understanding from everything I've read is that it's extremely powerful for our immune systems. So, in terms of dangerous amounts of vitamin C, the upper intake limit is 2,000 milligrams, according to Harvard Chan School. I'll be very honest with you. I've gone a lot higher than that. I don't know if they're talking about sodium ascorbate. Maybe they're talking about the regular vitamin C. But the sodium ascorbate in the amounts that I've taken have been a lot higher. And I'm not, certain if this information with respect to the sodium ascorbate is accurate in my opinion from what I've experienced. It may apply to others, but I am not certain if 2,000 milligrams is something that would have worked for me. Other than that, there are some interesting products. Nutribiotic is perhaps one of the innovators or one of the standards that everyone I know has spoken about. It comes in capsules, and I believe it comes in powder. And they, from my understanding, have a pharmaceutical grade vitamin C, which is quite good in the sense that it's helpful that you're getting something very powerful that has consistency in it. And if you read through what the ingredients are and what the benefits are, it seems in line with a lot of what most of the specialists are talking about. Most of the doctors seem to indicate that this could be along the lines of similar benefits. Some people have told me, they said, well, sodium ascorbate, that's, what if I have sodium issues with salt and all that? And I asked the same question, and my understanding, the way it was described to me, is that it's not particularly salt, because salt is sodium and chlorine or chloride connected. I believe it's NaCl, sodium chloride, but there's no Cl, so it's not salt. It's just sodium. So apparently, it's not a ingredient of salt that is going to affect your blood pressure. Is how it was described and explained to me. But again, yeah, I would definitely speak with the professionals, your doctor or practitioner, as to how it would affect you, and just be smart about how you consume it. But yeah, Nutri-Biotech, in my opinion, seems to be quite good. And I see they're also available on Amazon as well. Scorbit's benefits and side effects. I think maybe it's also important to know some of the side effects, because if you're going to have some issues with it, and your doctor being aware what the issues are, I think it's important that you have that consideration in place so as to know what you're going to encounter or what to expect. But looking at this, I have not encountered any of these through taking sodium ascorbate. This may be something else. They mentioned sodium ascorbate there, but I'm not sure if that's exactly the study. Is sodium ascorbate safe for kidneys? That should be a consideration. So it says, on the other hand, sodium ascorbate may increase the sodium levels of patients with hypertension, diabetes, kidney disease, and may cause more harm than good. Well, sodium in itself, if that's a problem, then if your doctor believes that's a problem, then most definitely I would take their advice. Apparently what this CarolinaPharmacy.com is talking about, difference between ascorbic acid and sodium ascorbate. Ascorbic acid is purest kind of form of vitamin C. On the other hand, another kind of vitamin C, ascorbate, which contains vitamin C attached to minerals. So sodium ascorbate is a form of vitamin C that has sodium components that help lower its acidity levels. Okay, what vitamin C is best for you? Since ascorbic acid is organic acid, it can increase pH levels. So that's the basic the basic vitamin C. And here they say, on the other hand, sodium ascorbate may increase the sodium levels of patients with hypertension, diabetes, and kidney disease that can cause more harm than good. So I would keep on top of this in the event you do have those issues, that you do measure and confer with your doctor to make sure that you're not taking something that may be detrimental. But again, it doesn't say at what levels. It doesn't mention at what levels the sodium ascorbate would be a problem. So generally, I'd like to see some studies citing where they've come up with their information, because I think they've taken this position, and I could be mistaken, but from what I'm seeing is that they're saying sodium would affect hypertension to some degree. I myself have had hypertension. I've taken this sodium ascorbate on a regular basis, and I have not had the issue of hypertension or my blood pressure increasing. So maybe that's something worth exploring with respect to what they've stated. Is vitamin C good for kidney patients? Well, I think it's important to know, if you have kidney issues, whether it's the right thing to be taking for yourself. But yeah, they're listing some other supplements, which would make more sense in the event you had kidney issues. Yeah, the thing most of concern, and I've spoken to my doctor about this as well, is the kidney stones. I think that's something that makes a lot of us fearful. I was very fearful of taking high doses of vitamin C for the same reason. Kidneys, they filter excess vitamin C from the body. Okay, high doses of vitamin supplements could increase your risk of kidney stones. And I think that could have to do probably with the ascorbic acid, not sodium ascorbate, but I think the regular vitamin C. the ester C, I believe, which you get in the drugstore or supplement store. But yeah, reading these sort of articles would make me very very worried. I wouldn't want to touch vitamin C after reading some of this, but I don't know. I don't think this is, in my opinion, my encounter or my experience with especially sodium ascorbate, the buffered version of vitamin C. It's it's very different than what they're relaying here in respect to the vitamin C that they have come across. Um, Very likely, they haven't made that distinction between it being, you know, um, one form or the other. But I do recommend doing your research and speaking with your doctor as well in the event you're planning on taking vitamin C or ascorbic acid. I think it's very important to know and be educated in this regard. Nonetheless, we'll cover other supplements, other vitamins. Do like our channel, kindly subscribe, leave your comments below. If you've had any encounters with vitamin C or know of a better product or better version of vitamin C, I think that would be helpful to others that we could share and maybe do further videos. Thank you and have a great day.